France have historically been one of the most entertaining and successful teams in the world. Les Bleus have won 2 World Cups, 2 European Championships, 2 FIFA Confederations Cups, 1 Finalissima and 1 UEFA Nations League title. One of 4 European teams to have participated at the inaugural World Cup in 1930, France have produced some of the greatest footballers in history. Some of the greats of world football have donned the blue jersey. Legends like Michel Platini, Thierry Henry and Zinedine Zidane are just some of the players who have etched their name in football history. Let's take a look at who would make up France's ultimate dream team. This is the all-time greatest French 11 in history. Honorable mentions: Marius Trezor, Jean-Pierre Papin, Hugo Lloris, Eric Cantona, Didier Deschamps. Goalkeeper: Fabien Barthez. A true French cult hero, Barthez had one of the most glorious careers as a goalkeeper. He represented France between 1994 and 2006, winning the 1998 World Cup, Euro 2000 and the 2003 Confederations Cup. Barthez played in 3 World Cups in total, as well as 3 European Championships and made 87 appearances for France. He is the most capped player in the FIFA World Cup, with 17 appearances and shares the record for most clean sheets, 10, with Peter Shilton. Throughout France's victorious 1998 World Cup campaign, Barthez was an integral part of the team, letting in just 2 goals in the 7 matches France played. The 2 times recipient of the Euro Goalkeeper of the Year award, Barthez was an exceptional shot stopper. He was a trustworthy man whenever he was the main force between the posts. Right back: Lilian Thuram, the most capped player in the history of the French national team, with 142 appearances between 1994 and 2008. He ended up taking home the winner's medal in 2 of 3 tournaments, the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2000. He was an integral part of the French team in the 1998 World Cup triumph. He even scored 2 crucial goals in the semi-final match against Croatia, helping his side progress onto the finals. He also won the bronze ball at the World Cup, being named the 3rd most valuable player in the tournament. Lilian Thuram was a defender beyond compare for much of his career, combining an elegance on the ball with combative aggression out of possession. Left back: Bixente Lizarazu. One of the greatest left backs of his generation, Lizarazu shone at international level between 1992 and 2004. The Bayern Munich legend played in 2 World Cups and 3 European Championships in his international career spanning 12 years, making 97 appearances. He was part of the French squad that won both the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2000. Lizarazu was a solid defender who was occasionally deployed as a left wing back. There was nothing fancy about his playing style, but he was a solid team player and a deeply dependable defender, who gelled incredibly well with the rest of the team's backline. Centre-backs: Laurent Blanc. Blanc was a colossal centre-back who remained a key member of the Blues throughout his career. He played a key role in conquering the 1998 World Cup for his country, and his partnership with Marcel Desailly established a foundation of an indomitable backline. Blanc was one of the most revered leaders in the game, as his nickname the President attests to. With an international career spanning 11 years, he made 97 appearances for France, scoring 16 goals and adding numerous accolades to the national trophy case. Fans may also remember his habit of kissing French keeper Barthez's head before each international match, for good luck. Blanc made his national team debut in 1989, but retired after France failed to qualify for the 1994 World Cup. He made an inspired comeback in the 1998 World Cup as France conceded just 2 goals in 7 games. In June 1998 it was Laurent Blanc who scored the first golden goal in World Cup history, against Paraguay. Blanc bid goodbye to the French national team along with Deschamps after winning the Euro 2000, having carved out a legacy that will last throughout the ages. Marcel Desailly. The second centre-back on our list is Marcel Desailly, another French player who is widely considered to be among the greatest defenders to ever play the game. With 116 caps, Le Capitaine ranks as one of the best French players in history. He played a critical role in France's run to the 1998 World Cup, demonstrating his expertise for smart, powerful tackles and ball-winning capabilities. He captained his side after the retirement of Didier Deschamps and helped lead Les Bleus to the 2001 Confederations Cup. He was a natural leader and had an uncanny ability to scan the field and make quick decisions. Desailly was a tough tackling centre-back who occasionally slipped into the role of a technically gifted defensive midfielder. He offered deftness and progressive passing in midfield and organized the backline into unbeatable formations in defense. A complete defensive player who became a symbol of French football. In 2003 he became the most capped French player of all time, finishing on 116 appearances, a tally since betted by only Lilian, Thuram and Thierry Henry. Defensive midfielder, Patrick Vieira. A Daily Mirror headline from July 1998 reads, "Arsenal win the World Cup, the day after France had beaten Brazil 3-0, thanks to a goal from Emmanuel Petit and a brilliant midfield performance by Patrick Vieira." There is still a framed clipping of that page hanging on the wall of the Arsenal press room. Another member of France's golden era, Vieira was a mainstay in the French lineup during his prime. He was a relative newcomer in the 1998 World Cup, but by 2000 he had established himself as a first-choice midfielder, helping France to the European Championships. He was also part of the squad in France's victorious 2001 Confederations Cup campaign, and was still putting in top-draw performances in 2006, helping Les Bleus to the World Cup final. Vieira was a dominant midfielder, with a keen eye for winning the ball and an uncanny ability to drive forward with pace and strength. His passing was also superb, setting up a lot of dangerous plays from the midfield. Vieira possessed incredible technique and athleticism combined with defensive prowess. After Zidane's retirement in 2004, Patrick Vieira became the captain of the national team and he led his side again in Euro 2008. He subsequently had to retire in 2010 due to injuries, altogether having earned 107 caps and 6 goals to his name. Left midfielder, Zinedine Zidane. There is little debate about the greatest French football player of all time. Zinedine Zidane is one of 8 players to win the World Cup, the Champions League and the Ballon d'Or award. Other players may have scored more goals. Others may have won more trophies. But no one embodied French football like Zizou. No one captured the imagination of fans quite like him. And no one has a highlights reel to match. Look for any compilation videos on YouTube highlighting the game's most technical dribblers or the most intelligent players and Zidane is sure to make an appearance. The man played football like it was chess and watching him on the ball was akin to watching poetry in motion. He was a magician, a true genius and an artist on the pitch. With his unparalleled ball distribution, dazzling dribbling skills and pinpoint accuracy, the maestro was as creative as he was deadly. Zidane got his chance in the French national jersey due to Cantona's lengthy ban, and he never looked back. After scoring twice in the 1998 World Cup final to help France beat Brazil, completely outclassing his rival Ronaldo in the process, he scored the golden goal in the semi-final of Euro 2000, which France went on to win. His absence due to injury in France's opening 2 matches of the 2002 World Cup proved costly as Les Bleus went out in the group stages, but 4 years later he was back at his best, producing stellar performances time and time again. He has etched out his place in history as one of the greatest midfielders to ever play the game and a true legend of French football. Right midfielder, Raymond Kopa. Raymond Kopa is the only player to have won both the Young Player of the Tournament and Player of the Tournament awards at 2 different World Cups, doing so in 1954 and 1958 respectively. The 1958 award is the most impressive, as to win it he had to fight off competition from the likes of Pelé, Garrincha, and teammate Just Fontaine. His performances at the World Cup led to him being awarded the Ballon d'Or later that year. Kopa was also among the elite at club level, winning numerous trophies alongside Alfredo Di Stefano and Ferenc Puskás at the all-conquering Real Madrid. Kopa was an aggressive midfielder who could score important goals for his team. He was known for his excellent playmaking abilities, as well as being a prodigious goalscorer. Kopa was swift, athletic, and enjoyed shooting. In his 46 appearances, he managed to net in 18 goals for his country. He was recognized across Europe as a highly skilled technical footballer, particularly noted for his dribbling prowess and the incisiveness of his passing. His speciality was running down the pitch and making game-turning final passes. In 1970, Kopa became the first footballer to receive the French Legion of Honor, and in 2008, a year after his death, France Football named its award for the best young player the Kopa Trophy. The first recipient of the Kopa Trophy was Kylian Mbappé. Attacking midfielder, Michel Platini. Alongside Zidane, Platini remains one of the greatest football players of all time, having played 72 games for France between 1976 and 1987. He scored an incredible 9 goals in the Euro 1984 to lead France to their first major international honor. Platini was a generational playmaker and he proved pivotal in France's third-place finish in World Cup 1986. He was also instrumental in helping his side reach the semi-finals of the 1982 World Cup. Nicknamed the King, Platini was indeed a conquering force on the pitch. A fulcrum in the French midfield, he was renowned for his superb distribution and responsibility to net precise spot kicks and set pieces. A true magician on the ball, whose 3 consecutive Ballon d'Or awards confirm his incredible skills. Throughout his remarkable and prolific professional career spanning 15 years, Platini won 3 consecutive European Footballer of the Year awards, as well as 2 prestigious World Footballer of the Year awards. Strikers. Thierry Henry. For years, Thierry Henry was one of the most feared strikers on the planet. Barring the 2002 World Cup where he was red-carded in the second group game against Uruguay, Henry always shone on the biggest stage. In 1998, he finished as France's top scorer with 3 goals, and was perhaps unlucky not to start the final against Brazil, with Marcel Desailly getting sent off and forcing a defensive reshuffle. In 2006, he started off slowly but went on to become one of the players of the tournament, scoring 3 more goals including one huge one against Brazil in the quarter-final from Zidane's cross. He was a groundbreaking forward, with an unmatched ability to perform with outstanding speed and acceleration, creating huge chances for himself and finishing with deadly accuracy and poise. He had incredible vision and understood how to control the momentum of the game in the front lines. He made his international debut in 1997 and in just 1 year of playing for his country, he helped Les Bleus conquer the FIFA World Cup. He went on to win Euro 2000 and the 2003 FIFA Confederations Cup. In his 13-year spell with the national team, Henry made 123 appearances, scoring 51 goals and managing 30 assists, thus becoming his country's record international goalscorer. He is also the second most capped French footballer of all time, just behind Thuram. Thierry Henry was one of the greatest strikers of all time, whose combination of pace, dribbling and finishing skills made him a defensive nightmare at both international and club level. Just Fontaine. Easily one of the best attackers in history, Just Fontaine might not be very well known by younger fans. He made his mark on international football in the 1950s and etched his name in history as one of France's top forwards. And given the competition he's faced over the years from the likes of Benzema, Griezmann, Mbappé and Anelka, that is no small feat. Till date, Fontaine's incredible performance at the 1958 World Cup is regarded as the best individual display at the tournament. His legendary 13 goals in 6 matches included 4 in a single match against West Germany. He continued this prolific strike rate during his entire career, as his international goals-to-games ratio shows. As such, he was voted the best French footballer of the past 50 years by the French Football Federation in 2003. To this day, he still holds the record for the most goals scored in a single edition of the FIFA World Cup. He is also the 4th highest goalscorer in World Cup finals, behind Gerd Müller, Miroslav Klose and Ronaldo, but the trio all played in at least 2 tournaments. Do you agree with our picks? What's your greatest French 11 of all time? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons and to hit the notification icon.